Hey, there I am. I'm live. Hello, 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 hello. Here a little early, like I try and be. For the newcomers, hey, Mal, how you doing, sweetheart? I mean, I know your real name, but I'll let you have your pseudonym because we all need one every now and again. How are you, darling? Just getting a little sage and a little proprietary blend of resins cooking there, and the sage cauldron, my coffee cauldron for years at the Silver Broom. Now that I'm home all the time, you don't need it, so it does this. I hope all is well. I hope everybody is good. Let's allow the room to populate, because we got some work to do tonight. We've got some serious Aquarian moon work to do tonight. Hello, D. Hi, 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 hi. I'm keeping the fan in this hand so that I don't inhale too much of the sage smoke, which I know is healthy and good and all of that. But before, I was doing my Wim Hof breathing, and I inhaled some dust, and I was very much a Dustin Wim Hof man. Dustin Wim Hof man. Bad Mark. Bad witch. Bad mouth. Hi. Considering I'm not a dad, I certainly do have the dad humor gene in me somewhere. Oh, 1 second. Be right back. Hold on. I am turning into a dad. The stairwell light was on, and I had to turn it off because no one was using it. Kids, turn off them lights. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm wearing the totem of Athena. It's Heracles and Athena for the Aquarian vibe that we are in. Oh boy, this retrograde week. We should just call this retrograde week. We had Saturn retrograde yesterday. We've got Venus retrograde tomorrow. And then Thursday, we've got Jupiter retrograde. Let's see, anything else? And then we go into dark moon, the 19th, the 20th, and the 21st for the new moon in Gemini. Lovely. You're all nocturnal. You don't need the light on. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hello, Lorraine Boo. Hello, Boo. Hi. Enjoy your schmooze time, because we're going to be breathing together. Hopefully this puts itself out before then. Yeah, I should probably stop fanning it. That way. Sage is supposed to remove bacteria from the air, whatever. That's got some copal, some benzoin, some frankincense, some myrrh. Who brings myrrh to a baby shower? Ugh, the Wisemans, they bring bad gifts. The gold was nice. The frankincense was lovely, but myrrh. Bad mood. Of course I'm in a bad mood. I haven't had sex ever. God, I wish that was my routine. It's not. Susie Essman, I think, did that. I think. Kathy Ladman, I can't remember. It's from the 90s. I hope you are all well. I hope these retrogrades are treating you kindly. I got an incredible amount of work done today. All video stuff, but well worth it. The Aquarius and the videos from the Grace Curriculum, from the video series, the Grace Curriculum workshops, under the Prayer and Practice title for YouTube. Cutting it up, editing it. They'll be out tomorrow, little by little. I'm going to put them out a little bit at a time because they're so good. The first two are lectures explaining them. So anybody who watches the meditations and the prayers later will just have to take their chances if they don't watch them. But they should be really lovely. Today was a little rough, but I cried through yoga, and that helped a lot. You know, if you like, did any of you catch Matt Kahn's update earlier today? Well, I'm on his mailing list, so I guess he has Constant Contact or something similar to it, because it says, "Hello, Mark." And I'm like, it's like he knows me. It's just the email program works. But he released it on his YouTube page as well, so I don't feel like I'm breaking any rules sharing it. If you want, I will read it, and it's about emotional release. It's a little long, but it's good. If you want, I will gladly share it once we are underway. That's the wrong one. I want that one. Yeah, MatCon Energy Update, May 12th, 2020. Got it right here on my phone, but you can't. Special effecty. Special effecty. Yeah, you want me to read it? Hello, Veronica. Hi, Veronica. Are you new? Smoke alarm soon. No, my smoke alarms are upstairs. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Here, well, let me read you this while we're doing our schmooze minutes here. Dear Mark, it's like he knows me. As a continuation from last week's energy update, I bring you some fresh downloads from the universe to help you understand the ascension process on a deeper level. Whether noticed on a collective or individual level, the ascension process is comprised of three main facets: transformation, transmutation, and activation. Transformation refers to the process of evolution occurring within the relationship between your perception of life and the environment in view. This means nothing occurs by chance, and everything has been orchestrated by the highest intelligence within you. It's an intelligence that is always present, but never something the ego can tangibly name, grip, coerce, or control. Transformation is a word ensuring you that while everything changes, it can only change you for the better, even if the better you it inspires has yet to be seen. In order for the evolutionary growth and expansion of transformation to occur, there must be oscillating periods of transmutation and activation. Transmutation is the healing result of being triggered by the exact circumstances that bring up suppressed clusters of emotion that were never felt fully from the past or honored for their role in your healing journey. Yeah. During transmutation phases, it often feels like endless rounds of energetic purging. It is much like an emotional form of detoxification. Through the eyes of the universe, whenever in the throes of transmutation, you are always in the right place at the right time for the exact healing that needs to be triggered and released. While many people want to be in charge of releasing the emotions that feel so exposing or uncomfortable, the clearing of emotions during moments of transmutation is a role for your guides and angels to fulfill. In order to give your guides permission to clear each emotional layer, your essential role is to offer permission through the freedom of your will by how you welcome such feelings as an ally of evolution instead of bypassed as an enemy to avoid. As your nervous system relaxes during phases of transmutation, you are able to interpret each spontaneous emotional release less as a trauma or invasion, and more as an opportunity to befriend the feelings that eagerly await returning to source through the permission of your most authentic acceptance. Again, it's not a matter of trying to like each feeling or how it feels when such feelings erupt, but to accept the role of each emotion as a helper and catalyst in the transmutation phase of your ascension process. As greater space is opened throughout your subconscious mind due to the emotional purging, clearing out of densities recorded in your cellular memory, much like the changing of a season, from transmutation comes the opposite experience, activation. During moments of activation, a greater awareness has more emotional space to move into your energy field to offer greater perspectives and inspirations to help you get to know this newly upgraded you. While activation often comes with moments of elation and profound moments of clarity, there is a dance going on in the background where the frequency of this new consciousness must meld into harmony with the nervous system. When the nervous system requires extra time to welcome the frequencies of activated consciousness, it is often interpreted by the physical body as tension, anxiety, pain, drain, or a suppressed immune system. This is often why so many light workers are exhausted, which I described in the previous energy update as empath fatigue. Womp womp. There, I could go on. Just go check his page on Facebook. There's so much more. Yeah, there's pages and pages. He is verbose, and I like that about him. Yeah. Hi. So there, I gave you a little taste, a little tease, and now, and then that's all I'm going to say on that matter. But we'll probably talk about it some more. Hi, everybody. So go check out Matt. Go check out what Matt wrote. Sign up get his emails. It's free. It's free. Today was challenging. My daughter had another treatment in New York, cancer and blood. I'm sorry that it was challenging, but I'm glad that she's getting the treatment that she needs, that that's still available considering everything else that's going on. You know, healers got to heal. We all need our healing. Trying to keep a higher perspective with this Aquarian moon. It is, of course, a challenging time. But what I love about the Aquarian energy is it's how it's that humanitarian, egalitarian, you know, hands across America kind of, you know, we are all brothers and sisters kind of dealio. So we're all here for you. We're all loving you. Yes, Matt Kahn is awesome. I adore him. I found him originally, well, actually I found him originally through a Hay House email. And then it mentioned he had a YouTube channel, and I got hooked on his YouTubes. I really want to meet him someday, just to like shake his hand, give him a hug, whatever he's into, just to say thank you. Such weird vibes, I know. But remember, weird just means unusual, just means out of the normal. And what's normal anymore? Like, normal's gone. It's gone. So in my own practice today, I took a started off as meditations, ended up as naps, or started as naps and ended up as meditations. You know how that goes. Just surrendering to the process. Really, really working with the breath. I got guidance literally of how to get through my day today. And I got really more accomplished than I thought I was going to. But got through it. Got through it anyway. And I got me some Boston Market chicken. I got a chicken pot pie. Did DoorDash. Thank God for DoorDash. Bless the gods. That's like, I don't know, Demeter and Hermes got together and set up a business. Digging it, digging it, digging it, digging it. Making me hungry. Well, honey. I usually make people thirsty. I'm not taking myself too seriously tonight because I've had just about enough of that for one day. But that doesn't mean we're not going to do what the title ensues or implies, I should say. I do not clickbait. If I say we're going to breathe, we're going to breathe. We're going to do some blessed breath. Because, well, first of all, moon's in Aquarius. When the moon is in an air sign, in my experience, more than my opinion, in my experience, you can breathe these emotions. You can actually allow them to move through you with a bit more ease the more that you breathe. Now, you're going to breathe anyway. I say that all the time. It's like, you're going to breathe anyway. We're just going to be aware of it. So we're going to do an opening prayer. We're going to chat for a little bit. We're almost at 11:11. Get your wishes ready. It's almost 11:11. Oh, dear God. Get ready. It's almost 11:11 Eastern. So it doesn't matter where you are around the world. I say it's... I worked for Solara during the 11/11, January 11, 1992. I was a personal assistant. I'm allowed to say. Oh, I can't wait to write that book. My tell-all, my metaphysical New Age tell-all. Woo! Gonna destroy some of it. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. This isn't even caffeine. This is energy, an ice cold shower, and Wim Hof breathing you are seeing here right now. 11:11, make a wish. Here we go. So buttons. Let's do our opening prayer. We could probably use it after a day like today. My good God, it's only Tuesday. I didn't even watch The Flash tonight. It was a season finale. I was like, I got too much going on. But we got some stuff to talk about. So let's get comfy. Let's get situated in a position you can stay in for a couple of minutes. It's not necessarily a meditation, but when you're doing anything with breath, it's just wise, right? To make sure that, you know, like I'm very well situated here. Like if I fall forward, my head really has to like go pretty far to hit the table, and we're not breathe. But you know, it's just good to make sure you're physically situated. So everybody's good. Look at my hair. It's a little cafe. That's her name. Guy who married, the woman who married, what's his face? I'm so bad at names. Harry Hamlin, right? Rinna is the last name. Lisa Rinna. Sorry, Lisa Rinna. Oh, God. Just had a Clash of the Titans flashback. Okay, everyone, please breathe. Everyone, breathe. Everybody breathe. Right? Give yourself the gift of the present through your breath. And really notice how you just slow down when you focus on your breath, how relaxing it is. Deepening the exhale a little bit more each time. Winding down, slowing down, opening up the present moment. Being here now, cliche as it may be, it's still the only place we can be. This here and now, right? May all things be exactly as they are in this moment. Because everything as they are, everything as it is here to make us better. Whether we know it or not, whether we agree or not, whether we like it or not. But one thing we can certainly do, because we've got to do it anyway, is breathe. But whether we like it or not, we're going to breathe. And whether we understand it or not, we're going to breathe. Whether or not we know what to do, we're going to breathe. So it is the common denominator. Even if we hold our breath, eventually the breath will win and we will breathe. Are we breathing us? So relax into it. Settle in, settle down. Rest in breath as I offer this prayer. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is, be with us in the breath. May breath be the source of well-being as we breathe it in. All that we need, we breathe in. And all that we don't, we breathe out. Everything we need to absorb, we breathe in. Everything we need to release, we breathe out. Not all at once, not everything in, but just what we need comes in. All that needs to go, not all at once, but everything that's ready to, we let go. The divine yin breathes in. The divine yang breathes out. In a cycle of breath. Easy but gentle. Deep but powerful. Relaxing, reviving. The cycle of life, the turning of the seconds, the minutes, the hours, the days, the weeks, the months, the years. The rise, the fall. The sunrise, the sunset. The beating of the heart. The pulse of the planet. All one thing in an inhale and an exhale. God, Goddess, all that is, be us in the breath and be the breath in us. That we may relax and surrender into the flow of what is. That we may know that we do not know. That we may be willing to be shown when we're ready to be shown. And relax in the faith that we are loved, cared for, upheld and uplifted in every moment, whether we know it or not. So in this moment, whether we know it or not, may we breathe. And may we be still within and know that all is well. We may not see it. We may not know it, but may we experience it even just for a breath. All is well. All is well. All is well from some perspective higher than what we see, but may we see it eventually when we're ready. when we're able. But may we for now be willing to breathe. We breathe in well-being, and we breathe out what no longer serves that well-being. Thank you, God, Goddess, all that is. Blessed be our breath, that our breath may be blessed for us and for all of life in one breath. One breath breathing life into all life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So mote it be. And so it is. So mote it be. And welcome. Hi. Feel better? Feels good to breathe with you all. Got a little buzz off of that too. Welcome everybody. Welcome to our evening chat YouTube channel. I am your speaker, your brother, your whatever it is that I am, your breather. Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, and president of DrawingTheCircle Productions. Very, very honored, very, very at peace to be with you. Hi, Karen. Hello, Karen. Hello, Karen. And there's a new rule that I'm trying to live by when I do these. It's a little drinking game called Spontaneous. You take a drink. Well, now I'm drinking water. So I recommend that. You will hydrate, and you will have to urinate before you go to bed. But it's worth it. Really, Mark, what's the secret to your beautiful skin? Water. See, now you gotta take a drink. So let's so here's the deal. In case you are unaware, there are a number of retrogrades going on this week. Now, I'm like this with astrology. I studied it. I understand it. I speak it fluently, but let's not get into the math part of it, okay? That's just how I roll with astrology. It's like the weather report. I don't need an anemometer. I don't need to know the wind speed. The direction of the wind might be helpful if I want to summon a particular god, although you don't really summon gods, you call gods, but summon a certain spirit that might be helpful. But other than that, it's just good to know certain things. As I said earlier, before people were coming into the room, yesterday we had this magnificent Saturn retrograde going on, which is, I think, like I read in that thing from Matt Kahn, like we're feeling a little empathic burnout. We're feeling like a little empathic drain, like slow and sleepy and needing rest, right? No question. I've been taking little napitations, little napettes here and there, and then getting up with inspiration and doing stuff. It really is about, as we download these higher vibrations, the nervous system needs to reset. It needs to integrate. We need to rest. We need to rest. So think of all the prayer that's going on planet Earth. It's summoning all of this light into the atmosphere. We are downloading it through our nervous systems, having these really sometimes peak experiences and insights and understanding, and then we need a nap. It's okay, right? So this is why the breath is so important. Well, I mean, not breathing is not great, but just think chi, prana. Prana is breath. Prana is life force. So breath is life force, right? So for all the Reiki masters out there, you draw your symbols and all of that, but breathe, right? That's how we're kind of easing our way through easing our way through it, making it a little bit more graceful, a little bit more peaceful. I mean, without the breath, there is no life. Without the breath, there's no communication. There's no sound. You can't hear. There's no sound in a vacuum in space. No one can hear you scream, right? So the breath is just huge. And I think whenever the moon in particular is in an air sign, I try and make that a point to bring that back around again, particularly fixed air, Aquarius, so that we can focus, right? Fixed like focus on the breath. And that's why tonight we will end with a breathing meditation of sorts. No singing, love singing. Oh, I'll sing. Yes, there would be no singing, right? Just give me something to remember you by. I love a song that shows my range. Now that I've quit smoking, a lot of my range has come back. But because I just quit smoking in November, so I'm not leaving my house during this interesting time we're going through on planet Earth. Yeah. I've gotten to know some DoorDashers, though. The guy I got today was just lovely. You could tell he was just an angel in a DoorDasher body. He was lovely. He was lovely. So, you know, we are experiencing a stressful time, and deep breathing exercises, which is what we call them in the West, deep breathing exercises, Hatha yoga in the East, help us reduce stress. What is stress? Input stimuli that has not been fully processed. It stays in the nervous system until we work it out, let it move through us or integrate the energy. So when we judge ourselves for it, which is just a thought, it's a choice that we make. Something's wrong. What's wrong with me? We instantly go there. We slow down that process, and that's a learning thing too, right? Like pulling an arrow back on a bow, right? And then we launch forward. But we really have the opportunity now, since so many of us are home, to really make breath more than just, well, it's a necessity. Breathing is fundamental. Forget about reading is fundamental. Breathing is fundamental. But to actually use it as an experience of the divine. God is life. Breath is life. Breath is God. See what I'm saying? I'm not the first person to say that. Yeah. That when we focus on the breath, we come into the now, and then our awareness begins to expand. Are you with me? Are you hearing me? Am I making sense? Do I need to thwart this fan? Are you all paying attention? God. Excuse me for 1 second. This sage is just getting out of hand. Do me a favor, if that spontaneously combusts and there are flames behind me, let me know. Good. Good, good. Because here's the deal. As I said, we had this Saturn retrograde yesterday. Guess what tomorrow is? Tomorrow, not only does Mars go into Pisces, help, at 12:17 a.m., that means 17 minutes after midnight. We'll make sure we're signed off before then. Venus goes retrograde at 2:45 a.m. That means we'll be waking up to a Venus retrograde. Now look, retrogrades Venus retrogrades every 2 years. This one they're saying, because of its influence in Gemini, that it's going to stimulate freedom in relationships, and people are going to be breaking up left, right, and center. Now I'm single. All the single ladies. All the single ladies. All the single ladies. All the single. Right? Best time to be single ever. We get to watch the confusion. We get to watch the conflama. We get to watch everybody explode. I'm a Pisces. Do I need to go hermit mode? No, maybe not. I'm a Pisces moon, my darling. We need to love what rises. We need to get what anger is. Now, here's the thing. Mars ain't always about anger. It is about passion, right? Hold on 1 second, please. This is Matt Kahn's second book, Everything is Here to Help You. I wouldn't say it's my Bible. It's just that I'm in the middle of reading it, and it's been really, really helpful. Hold on. Yeah, I need to hide from my partner so we don't fight. No, that's just truly outrageous. Truly, truly, truly outrageous. The wisdom of anger. Since many past traumas are inspired by the unconscious expression of anger, it is natural to shut down when such an emotion is triggered. Whether it is fear of the retribution of others or the harm we may project outward, anger exists as one of our fiercest allies when recognized, acknowledged, and welcomed as a helper in disguise. From the standpoint of ego, anger is a reaction to being wronged or rejected. Because ego exists in an unconscious state of incubation, it perceives rejection or wrongdoing whenever it doesn't get its way. As our consciousness expands, we become keenly aware that even when outcomes don't seem to align with our deepest desires, it doesn't necessarily indicate any injustice has occurred. From the perspective of the soul, no character needs to be blamed for the outcomes in play or even for the emotions that get triggered. Since the deepest aspiration of the soul is to respond from its highest consciousness, no matter how unfair situations seem to be, it is essential to make peace with anger so it can serve us as the ally it was created to be. It goes on. When anger is an ally, it acts as a guardian of our energy field, just as fear is a way for the universe to prepare us for impending moments of unraveling. Anger acts as the protector of our innocent nature. It steps forward like a courageous guard whenever the circumstances that inspire our most profound expansion become too overwhelming to process. Since disrespect is the activity of anger in its most unconscious form, anger also offers vital insights into our experiences with others. In other words, when you're angry, it's time to step away. It's like a fire alarm. It's saying, I'm getting angry, so I get the hermit thing. That is an intuitive thing. But if we're just going to pull back and stuff it down or make ourselves bad, it's like, I love the image of trying to hold 7 beach balls under the water in a swimming pool. You can do it for a few minutes, you just can't do it forever. There is a wonderful movie called The Shadow Effect by Debbie Ford. Now, unfortunately, Debbie has crossed over, but she was a Hay House author and a teacher and just a brilliant, brilliant woman who really spoke a lot, taught a lot about shadow work. From a more spiritual but also psychological point of view. If you can get a hold of the movie, the video, check it out. It's just something to look at. So yeah, I have been seriously I'm Pisces moon, I'm an empath. This is why the breath is so important and why I do the Wim Hof method. Now, the Wim Hof method, if you're not familiar with Wim Hof, he's often called the Iceman. He cometh. He is amazing. He's broken so many world records. He probably has a world record for the person who's broken the most world records. And his process has transformed my life for the better. No question. I started doing the Wim Hof method in early January. January-ish, before all of this went on, and it's been healing my respiratory system ever since. Hello? That's not by accident. Not to mention, considering the emotional year I had last year, and the year before, and the year before that, it has really helped me move my emotions, deal with my emotions, allow the emotions to do the healing that they are supposed to do through me. So I'm not saying that the Wim Hof method is for everybody. It's not just breathing. It's also cold therapy. That's why he's called the Iceman. I mean, he goes swimming in glacial lakes. I'm not going that far. I'll take cold showers once a day. Thank you very much. And what it's doing for my hair and skin is worth it in and of itself. But certainly, it is something that you can look into many different forms of breathing practice. We've done some breath work here, but I'm always tentative to do breath work in a live stream because I'm not there with you, right? Like when I do a class with people right in the same room, I can keep an eye on them, right? If I see somebody breathing too hard or, starting to get a little wobbly, I can say, all right, everybody, let's slow it down. I can't moderate that in a situation like this. Even if like this was Zoom, and I could see if something was going on. If there are 18 of you on the grid, I can't really do that. But I thought what we could do tonight for our meditation time is to just do some basic breathing like we did sort of in the prayer. But it's not even so important the count or the rhythm or in through the nose, out through the mouth. I mean, I can talk you through element breathing. Would you like to do some element breathing? Air, fire, water, earth? I'll be glad to do that, because for an Aquarius moon evening, you're all very quiet tonight. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, is that a cold face, Grace? Cold face. We talk about Wim Hof, right? You're all incredibly quiet tonight. What a quiet, tasteful little group. Thank you, Veronica. The element breath, I've talked about it before. I actually have do I have a video on element breathing on YouTube? Yeah, I do. I released it last week. Go look for it. There's a playlist, meditations, on my channel. Scroll through them. There's some cool stuff in there. Yeah, it's all crap, and it's all good stuff. The 4 element breaths. The element of air is in through the mouth, out through the mouth, right? Because it's the most oxygen coming in, the most carbon dioxide going out. It's called the ha breath. It's also the who breath. I didn't make these up. These are actually things. So that is air. Fire, think of a dragon, in through the mouth, out through the nose. I call it the booger clearer. Pretty. Oh, he's so pretty. That Archangel Lyons doll for sure. This is how you avoid becoming a cult leader. You make faces. I'm feeling very Ernestine right now. Very, very Lily Tomlin. One ringy dingy. Okay, there is the water breath, which is supposed to be the polite society breath of in through the nose, out through the mouth. I'm gonna break my own rule. Edith Ann was the little girl. Ernestine was the phone operator. Although now that I think about it, let's not pick on Lily. I adore her. She is a goddess. Search for Intelligent Life in the Universe. Signs of Intelligent Life in the Universe. Best one-woman show ever. Well, her and Whoopi Goldberg when her first thing came out. The long, luxurious blonde hair. Sorry, I'm time traveling. Moon's in Aquarius. So what's left, right? The earth breath. Earth breath is in through the nose, out through the nose, and it looks a little something like this. It's the least amount of oxygen. It's very calming. Make you like rock. It's make you like rock. Am I making you laugh? Garlic breath. I didn't have any garlic today, unless there was some in that chicken pot pie. I don't think there was. How many King Kong movies do we need? Really? How many? I actually saw King Kong on Broadway. 10 minutes of that gigantic thing posing. It wasn't even intermission. It was 10 minutes. A friend of mine is on the Tony judging panel, and he gets extra tickets, so he brought me. The Prom was amazing, but King Kong was okay. I mean, the special effects was wonderful. It was okay. It was okay. It was all right. It's better than Cats, but then again, what is it? I've never seen Cats, the musical, performed, nor have I seen the movie, because I lived through community auditions in the 80s. Every song was done by teenagers and tweens. over and over and over again. There's nothing like a 12-year-old girl singing Memory. What's she got the memory of? She's 12. That's why I have the MTPTSD, musical theater post-traumatic stress syndrome. It's a thing. Yeah. So is that what we want to do? Galaxy glue, galaxy glue. What would we do without galaxy glue? I think Dee's stream is a couple of minutes behind us for some reason. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, I think that's an ah of recognition. Ah, midnight. No, what somebody should do is take the score of Cats and do it with like a death metal band, right? Like speed it up, like chainsaw guitar licks, just like tear it up. Back in the 90s, they took Schoolhouse Rock and they did it with all like indies, like the Lemonheads did My Hero Zero. Evan Dando. That's a name I'll never forget. God, was he gorgeous? I mean, God, he still is. I Googled him. My Hero Zero. Oh, God. They're all straight, aren't they? Damn. I digress. The moon's in Aquarius. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to do some element breathing then. It's not like the whole room has agreed. There are 9 of you in the room, but really only 1 or 2 of you are chatting. So maybe some of you have Netflixed me, meaning that you turned it on and then you went to go do something else. I wish I could go up. Are you still watching this? So that is how we will wrap up the night. But just be aware. Please be aware. Be aware is where the word beware comes from. We've got 3 big deal retrogrades this week. The slowdown of the Saturn, which is why last night's stream on fathering ourselves, that was groundbreaking for me personally. And all of us helped each other out to that. That was pretty amazing. It was pretty amazing stuff. Glitchy Internet. Got it. Great name for a band though. Glitchy Internet. Or a Marvel villain. Oh no, Glitchy Internet. So yeah, we've got that going for us. This Saturn retrograde. We have the Venus retrograde tomorrow for I think 2 months or something ridiculous like that. Do the research. Tomorrow we'll be talking about that probably in the morning stream. I'll talk to my guides about it, and maybe we'll be doing some forgiveness work, because here's the thing. These past few years I went through, I forget what Matt Kahn calls it, but it's something like old friend garage sale. It's just like there's this exodus of people from your life. It might be like that. And I know Venus is usually associated with one-on-one relationships, usually the romantic, but maybe not just the romantic. People wanting more freedom in their relationships. So, by the way, Jesus is a father archetype. I mean, he was, depending on who you ask, he was married to Mary Magdalene and they had babies. And the line of the Merovingian bloodline is supposedly his bloodline. I don't know. Da Vinci Code. Dan Brown might know. I don't know. Nor do I think it's terribly important, because he wasn't about the body anyway. He was about the spirit. He's about the soul. Mood. But, you know, I'm a witch. What do you want? Anyway. And now here's the big one. Thursday, Jupiter retrograde. Look, my hand's gone on all Italian. It's Jupiter retrograde on a Thursday, ruled by Jupiter. On Thursdays, ruled by Jupiter. Oh, dear. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be bad. Where we are is pretty crazy as it is right now on planet Earth. But do your research. Breathe. Like, that's the thing. Breathe. Our breath is invaluable right now. Consider what's happening on the planet in terms of respiratory issues. Respiration, inspiration, inspiration, respiration. What happens when you get scared? You hold your breath, which means the chi, the prana, can't move. I know it's counterintuitive, but breathe. Look into rebirthing. It's a cyclic breath pattern. Rebirthing yourself isn't the greatest idea the first time, but it helps if you just breathe. Think of it as breathing in the goddess and breathing out the god, right? Divine Mother, Divine Father. Mothering yourself, fathering yourself, connecting the inhales and the exhales. All right? Getting helmets. Yeah. It's a tricky, sticky time we are in. So with the 15 minutes or so we have left, let's do this. Please get yourself comfortable in a position you can stay in for 5-10 minutes. It won't be any longer than that. I'm going to keep my eye. We've had no intruders tonight, which is lovely, considering we don't have Julia's bang, bang. Julia's silver hammer came down upon their heads. We love our Julia. She's a butterfly. All right. Get yourself comfy. Close or open your eyes. I'm going to keep mine open. And breathe. Just breathe normally. Nothing fancy. Nothing schmancy. Don't try and change your breath. Just be aware of it. We'll start that way. Whatever works. In through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the mouth, out through the mouth. Whatever floats thy boat. Chicken pot, chicken pot, chicken pot pie. And I'd like you to imagine the color yellow, the color of the rising sun, the sun rising in the east, the element of air. Breathe in the color yellow. In through the mouth, out through the mouth. Yes, I'm giving you permission to mouth breathe. In through the mouth, out through the mouth. Just be with that for a few minutes. And if you like to visualize that golden light coming in, moving into the lungs going into the heart, the blood, turning the blood golden yellow, golden light. The blood moving through the body, blessing every cell, melting the tension. Every cell, every tissue, every organ, every system being bathed in golden light. Another minute or so. And then we will shift to the fire breath. I'll give you the signal. That'll be in through the nose, in through the mouth, out through the nose. A little bit more of the air breath. And we will switch the color to red as well if you are visualizing. About 30 seconds or so, we'll make the shift. Get ready, in through the mouth, out through the nose, fire. Color red. Breathe red. Let your breath slow down. Another minute or so. Listen to the breath as you breathe and visualize. Another minute or so. We will reverse this breath pattern to the water breath, which will be in through the nose, out through the mouth. But for right now, in through the mouth, out through the nose. 30 seconds or so. We'll also breathe blue at that point. Get ready, make the transition. In through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, water. Color blue. Like the waves. The ebb, the flow. About a minute 30. About a minute in through the nose, out through the mouth. Color blue of the water breath. About 30 seconds. Nice and gentle. About 15 seconds. We'll shift to the color green, in through the nose, out through the nose. Get ready. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Earth breath. About a minute 30. Earth breath. About a minute. About 30 seconds. Slow it down. 15. And let it go. And just breathe. Breathe normal breathing pattern as you relax, wiggling fingers, wiggling toes, and if your eyes were closed, gently allow them to open outwards into the room, resuming a normal, natural breathing pattern. I'm aware of the space around you, aware of the body. Gently stretch and relax. As you're ready, just let me know you're back in the room. Type a little something, let me know how you're doing. That's called conscious breathing. It's the balancing of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, the yin, the yang, the right brain, the left brain, the intellect, the intuition, allowing yourself to just be. So take your time, come back into the room, this chat room too. Let me know you're okay. Yo, thank you, Grace. Of course, if your internet's a little glitchy, I feel like energy running through my body because it is. Breath is chi, is prana. Look up the Sanskrit word for prana. It means both spirit and breath. Because when we are born, we come in. And when we croak, we go out and we inhale in the next world. Haven't you ever noticed you breathe when you're dreaming? Like in your dreams, you breathe. Breath is life. No matter what form we take, even trees breathe. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, thank you, Karen. Let me know when you're back in. Breath work, I highly recommend it considering, where we are right now. Mars is going into Pisces tomorrow, probably going to have some fiery emotions, some stormy seas, as it were. Venus is going retrograde. I mean, all of this. Oh, by the way, Mars goes into Venus at 12:17, like a few 17 minutes after midnight. We're almost there. This is Eastern time. 2:45 a.m. Venus goes retrograde. 10:52 a.m. Thursday, Jupiter goes retrograde. And then the moon goes into Pisces, 9:24 p.m. We'll be addressing that as we go. So yes, I will do my best to be here in the morning. I will certainly be doing a healing mantra card pull for the morning reading that I don't have this chat part going. I do that just streaming and off it goes. So everyone get a good night's sleep. Get your rest. I love you. And I will see you tomorrow, wishing you the very best and the very blessed of the rest of today and tomorrow. I love you all so much. Hail, farewell, and blessed be. Good night, my loves.